All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Chainsaw Man, episode 12, the season finale.
The season finale. And Aki,
sad.
you in a bit of a situation right now.
He is in a situation.
But,
it's not the worst death possible. I mean, okay, getting choked out by the devil that made a contract with your former partner who was then killed by the person that is now manipulating this devil to choke you out. That's pretty bad, but I feel like that's not quite the worst.
Yeah, we had passed along to us by our editor that apparently the line by the future devil was not that your death will fucking rule, is that it'll be the fucking worst.
It's a bit of a difference.
A bit of a difference.
So just a tad.
So there's that. But yeah. I think that might have also given him maybe a bit of a confidence boost where he's like, oh, someone's going to try and shoot me from the back, from that hallway door back there.
Nah.
I'm not going to die to that. And no, Angel Devil, ping, ping.
Yep, exactly.
Ow.
Oh, man. I love these new fiends that we've got in. Well, two fiends, two devils.
Two devils, yeah.
There's a difference, but I'm loving the designs. I'm loving the carnage. Let's keep it going.
Very Dorohedoro, kind of similar vein.
Yes.
Chainsaw Man keeps leaning into that energy, and every time it does that, I'm like,
give me blood, give me
more
violence.
Of that. More
specifically
of that.
the violence.
Chaos. And the silliness with it as well. But one of them I'm not about, so we're not going to refer to
which
that.
one?
Yeah,
which one is it?
I couldn't be bothered to say. So we got some comments from y'all here. The future rules as the code. There'll be another code at the end of this episode's reaction. First one from Corin Baker. In regards to the violence fiend, I think it's interesting how he's seemingly the exception to the rule of fiends are weaker than their demon forms. Oh. Huh. I think the reason they tend to be weaker is that the form they take doesn't bear as much resemblance to their namesake, so they can't evoke that same fear. But people who fear violence usually fear violence from humans. So being in a human form doesn't affect the fiend's power at all. It might make him even stronger.
Oh, interesting. I took that as fiends are weaker than their devils, but even though this is weaker, it's still really fucking strong. But no, maybe it's that. Yeah, it's cool.
Daisuke with the comment, a small translation note, the violence fiend's name in Japanese is Boryoku, which specifically means gang violence or organized crime violence rather than just violence in general. I bring it up because I have seen some people question why the violence devil wouldn't be top 3 strongest devils in existence.
That makes a lot of sense.
That makes a lot of sense. And it's probably just a convenience thing of just shortening it to violence, but it would, yes, exactly, bring up wait a minute.
Violence devil is weaker than the gun devil?
A whole bunch of things.
Wait, hold on.
My original thought as to why he wasn't that strong is that, well, that's why the mask is on him.
Right, it's the mask, it's the fiend, it's, all of these things. Don't ever let that fucking mask come off.
Don't let the thing animating that corpse, actually, get free,
That would be a problem.
That would be a problem, yeah. And then the last one from Salty Beggar. Note this has been slightly reworded based on replies to this comment. Okay, gotcha. I love how while Aki said, let the fiends handle the zombies, he referred to Denji and Power separately as you guys, showing that he has progressed in that relationship and that Power is not just a fiend to him anymore.
That's cool.
That's cool. That's sweet. That's a very, very subtle little bit there, and it's one that kind of extrapolates the meaning out a little bit, but I agree for the most part in that Aki has changed a little bit, and in that he treats Denji and, by extension, a little bit, Power, more favorably. And it's not just because, well, they've proven themselves or they've gotten stronger. He kind of appreciates them a little bit.
They've proven themselves not just when it comes to power, and I'm not talking about
power. It's not just
power.
Hinata Boge anymore.
Right, exactly, right. They've proven themselves as people.
Yes. But really excited to get into this episode here. There is a big death flag hanging over Aki in general. And the last episode baited us with a full-on choking out of the devil that his previous partner was contracted with, who was swallowed by the devil that killed her. Right. It's just
But
Oh,
hey,
this is traumatic.
maybe Aki's actually into being choked, so maybe it's not the fucking worst, you know? So, you know, maybe that's...
I mean, this seems pretty close, dude. This
it's competitive, but I think...
It's competitive.
But it can always get worse.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
And if it's the fucking worst, you know, that
From
extra
the
bit
future
there-
devil who's probably seen a lot
lot.
of death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably not this. Yeah. But y'all, without further ado, let's get into this.
Harder, Daddy.
Oh, God, Jacob. No. Oh. Oh.
Okay.
The significance of the cigarette. Like, hey, backstory, flashback of a side character, Jacob.
Aki's not a fucking side character.
未成年なの？そうだけど。じゃあ吸っちゃダメに決まってんじゃん。じゃあこの一本は私が預かっておこう。君が大人になって。
Yeah, she is the worst. Whoa. It let go.
If that has the cigarette in it, so help me.
Yeah.
Fuck.
In a lot of ways, before someone dies, they want to have.
What?
No way!
What?
Wait.
What? Give me everything? Like, has she, like, fused with this devil now or something? Or can control it?
Oh.
And I'm not afraid.
Oh. Oh, walking across the bed of flowers. That's why its neck is flowers. There you go. Oh, that is fucking terrifying. That is so good. Oh. Your turn.
All right,
Holy
let's
shit.
get this OP.
Oh, yes! Nice, right? Yes. Let's get all the references in here. Nice, yeah.
That's
Oh, damn. Shit. Kobe's already got you.
that was so quiet and quick.
Did you see her knees buckle for
Yeah.
a second there? Like, I'm so scared.
Oh my god. Power.
Yeah, Power, what the fuck are you doing?
Oh.
Okay.
Trail snack.
Oh. Put on the glasses and just...
Right. Yeah.
Smart idea.
I think they're going to.
わしの名はパー。
Oh.
Ah, her pose!
勝負だ。後ろは任せるぞ。
He just continues up. He's like, well, guess it's just me.
Yep.
He's ready to go.
Yep.
出たなもみあげマン
Oh, yeah.
お前の態度次第じゃ俺たちは
Interesting.
怒りを収めたいだけ
てめえのお仲間もじいちゃんもゾンビなってたから殺したんだぜ
嘘つくんじゃねえ敵のねえバカすぐ嘘つきやそいつらを殺してお前の心が痛むんだよ
全然
It's kind of hypocritical to ask that.
俺も沢渡りにいろいろされた心臓が刀の悪夢
Okay.
お前に限っては心がもう
Whoa.
少しでも人の良心が残ってるなら俺たちにおとなしく殺せ
Nah. I haven't gotten laid yet, dude.
やだ
Yeah,
Yeah.
nah.
じゃあ切り殺してやるよ
やってみろよ
Dang it! All right, here we go. I love the weight of everything. The way his head like swings.
Yeah.
Ow,
That was
ow,
pretty.
ow. All right, Spider-Man 2, let's go. I love fights on top of trains.
They're fantastic. Yeah.
デンジお前は何のために戦ってる
Getting laid.
俺はまだ死んでねえぞ。
Oh!
So good.
We're gonna be two immortals locked in an epic battle until Judgment Day. Oh,
shit.
into the train! Holy shit, this fight!
Shit.
Jesus. Well, that's an arm gone.
Yeah.
Can we ban that move? Bro.
戦えないだろ
I still have a chainsaw left, my man.
じいちゃん殺したこと死ぬ前に謝罪しろ
頭んチェーンソーが残ってる。
Ah!
He blocked him. Impossible.
No, I think he cut off a leg or something.
じいちゃんに教わらなかったか引き時ってやつをよ
Shit.
Ah.
ご丁寧に頭狙ってくれてよ。あんがとなバーカ。
Holy shit!
What?
ジジイに教わらなかったか。獣が狩人の言葉信じるなってな。
Wait, what?
Yeah.
He shoved the... What?
Oh my god. And he was still talking after.
Ow. Wait. Oh.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha, bitch.
Wait, but he is still alive.
Yeah. He heals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
てめえの手の刀抜いたらさ、真っ二つの体もくっついたぞ。
Wow.
警察がてめえを迎え来るまでここでじーっと待ってなきゃなんだけどよ。俺はいろいろ納得できないんだよ。今から大会を開く。
Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait.
Oh.
Wait.
いいとこに来たな。こちら4か早川。警官内線路内にて拘束済みの目標を発見。こいつは姫の先輩を弾で撃った。だからこいつも弾を撃たれるべきだろう。お互いにこいつの金玉を取っていく。警察が来るまでに一番でけえ悲鳴を出させたやつだ。
He's like, oh, it's been such a day.
You know, I could use that.
そんねえのか。そんなことしたって姫の先輩は喜ばない。
Hmm.
あ、そう。
Ready to start an
What else
addiction?
would have Himeno wanted?
勝ったら何？
Yeah, there we go. Oi, oi, oi. That's so specific for Denji.
Yeah.
I love it.
姫の先輩。俺たちから何体だ。レクイエムだ。
Oh my god, that's so funny. Why?
Holy shit.
Why?
彼女が銃の契約し、銃をヤクザに流しました。
Mmm.
それなぜ沢渡はチェンソーの悪魔の心臓を欲しがる
それが聞き出す前に銃の悪魔との契約で自動的に自殺したかもしれない。
Maybe.
今回の事件でビル内から銃の悪魔の肉片を一点
Oh shit.
Okay.
ついに肉片が本体に向かって動きました。
Oh.
Alright.
Oh.
Find out next season.
Yeah. Hey! They're in normal clothes just hanging out. It's like a continuation of the OP in a way.
Yeah.
Hey,
There you go. Oh, that food looked good. I love these goobers.
Aww.
That was great. Oh.
He's gonna smoke that cigarette. He got the exact one too. That's
Yeah. He knows where he put it.
okay. Yeah. Oh, a dream. Wait, the
Oh.
beginning?
Oh.
Oh shit, wait.
Hang on a second.
いつも見る夢だ
Oh fuck, this is Dorohedoro.
God damn it.
いつも忘れる
Oh shit.
You can't bullshit like this.
落ちた
Mm-hmm.
落ちた出てこいよ夢の中くらい撫でさせてくれ
Oh no.
絶対に開けちゃダメだ
What?
Wait.
And it keeps going.
Wait. What?
デンジ君はさ田舎のネズミと都会のネズミどっちがいい
New character?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
All right. We
Okay.
resolved the antagonists of this arc
Yeah,
or sequence of the story.
did.
They're
very
they're
satisfying.
Both done. I loved the Aki reveal with the cigarette, and then just walks quietly, calmly past the devil.
That was
Nothing.
freaking awesome. That was
Yep, has some great closure with Himeno,
Yep.
and then right before she was about to panic, fight back, Kobani's just there.
Yep,
and it's
it's
just
just-
like,
that is that is like
no.
in some ways more terrifying than any of the other shit that we've seen, like from the fiends and the devils and all the stuff from like this episode and the last one, because it's just nope, all of a sudden this person's there, you never knew that they were there, but they're there and they've got a knife against your neck, and they might not be mentally stable,
and Sawatari also just had that like slack moment of like,
right.
I'm terrified.
Yeah.
My whole body is paralyzed,
Right.
but I'm just alive and scared enough to be standing up
Right.
still.
Yeah, if Aki hadn't said something, she would have died without even knowing why.
Yeah.
Like Aki would
She's
just
been
be walking towards her and
like,
then
why do
suddenly-
I feel like warm?
Oh, wait,
Now I feel
hold on.
cold. Now I feel.
Yeah. Oh. Yep. And that would have been it. Like, okay, all right. And then why didn't you leave? Public safety. Well, bonuses are coming up. That's so fucked, but I love it.
I mean, she's got family to take care of, so
Yeah,
it is what
yeah,
it is.
uh-huh.
I love that this episode moved things so quickly that they were able to introduce kind of like a teaser for like new stuff potentially coming
Yep.
later.
I kept thinking that the episode was going to be over.
Yep.
I was like, oh,
Like
yeah.
it ended like 3 times.
Right, exactly. And each ending I loved, right? but then it's like, oh, but wait, there's
wait,
more.
there's more.
Keep watching and we'll double the offer.
Aki's cigarette. Oh, this would be this would be a
okay,
good end for it.
fantastic.
Yep.
Yes, that's a great way to wrap up the fun slice of life, just walking around town, having fun, buying groceries, stuff that we saw. Oh, wait, no, there's something after that, too.
Right. We're going to tease some
Denji
kind of
dream
person.
stuff. Okay.
Yeah, the Denji dreams, maybe
Right.
not necessarily about, but they're like maybe followed up with the dream. There's some
right.
stuff they're leaving open
Yeah,
there. Which is
there were
cool.
like 4 endings. Like,
Yeah.
holy shit. And
But-
okay,
all right.
now to your personal theory, right?
Yeah.
That girl at the end, Gun Devil.
Okay. Yeah. That was the theory that I brought up.
Yeah.
You
Right,
think so, too?
you brought it up, but like, let me steal your theory. real quick.
Right. Yeah. I think that makes sense because it doesn't matter necessarily what the Gun Devil looks like right now. The main reason why it might not be is the Gun Devil fragments are bullet metal melted down kind of junk, So I don't know why that would be the case, unless it's
Oh, yeah, no, that's a good point.
The Gun Devil took to its devil form, and when doing
Right.
that, it just rampaged. And
Yeah,
it
because
was-
Spider Devil Lady is not always in spider form, right? Like Angel Devil, okay, yeah, she's got the wings in Halo all the time, right? But I mean, why not? But Spider Devil, no, it can actually be human. So,
right. So there's a possibility that there's some form switching that might be there. But for now, that's just a character. They don't really mean anything for this episode here. We're gonna wait and see for them. Yep. But yeah, Denji has a dream that he has had for a long time. So that part in episode 1.
Right. I thought you were talking about just his dream of getting laid or something. And
no,
the literal dream.
No,
yes.
That dream very much reminded me of Dorohedoro.
Oh, yeah.
And now I'm like, whoa, wait a minute.
And
so,
but I never forget, or I never remember this dream. I always forget it. It's like, okay, like I get the feeling behind that door is like Pochita's final true form or whatever, and it's something terrifying and scary and all that stuff. And Pochita just sort of put it away because, he was with Denji or something.
He's like, yeah, Denji, you don't need to deal with this. This isn't necessarily your dream. And this is actually something that I really want to bring up is that it doesn't make sense actually that it's Denji's actually.
Okay.
Because one of the things he said, he's like, I've always had this dream. Now, there's a little bit of vagary in using the word
because
always.
He forgets the dream. Has he always had it since he fused with Pochita? Since he met Pochita? Since before he met Pochita?
Since he's literally been able to breathe and have memories?
Right.
No, you can't say I've always had this dream and actually mean it literally because obviously he doesn't literally remember every single thing in his life.
Unless Denji is secretly the child of a Shinigami and a Quincy and a...
No. Please. Let's not be pedantic here. My point is that do you think that that's actually Denji's dream / potential memory, or if that's more Pochita's thing, that it's, like you're saying, he's saying, like, don't look at this. This isn't for you.
Sure.
This is something to do with me. So don't open that door.
Right, because of the fusion of Denji and Pochita. Pochita's maybe always had this dream.
Yeah, and now Denji's starting to conflate the two. And
right,
mix it
exactly.
up.
And it's no, Denji, don't go there.
Right, and it's the mix-up that shows the follow-up on what the Katana guy was talking about of the, why don't you feel anything? And it's like, no, that's the thing. Pochita is helping him a lot. Denji doesn't have to deal with that emotional burden of killing.
I like the idea of it being Pochita's dream because I feel like that could be a way to then get more into Pochita characterization and focus, even though Pochita is kind of gone, fused with Denji, that whole thing. Because given the importance of Pochita with regards to who Denji is now, I feel like getting into that relationship and who Pochita is and was would make a lot of sense. And especially given how the devil system works, it does not make sense that if you have something like, yes, okay, chainsaw is not as terrifying as guns or, criminal violence or whatever, right? But I would think chainsaws are generally considered fairly terrifying, Like
I don't think so.
No?
Weirdly enough, no. I feel like actually chainsaws, not that terrifying.
Well, okay.
It's a tool primarily used for cutting down trees.
Right, but ever since that Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie,
Yeah, but again, from the standpoint of that versus spiders?
Totally.
No, it's like
Totally.
It's like spiders are top 10 fears of humanity. Chainsaws are top 10 weapons used in horror slasher films.
Right.
Not even necessarily scary.
No, right, but more like I would think that it would be something where it would be more than just Pochita. I love Pochita, but
So can we unpack that a little bit then? If this is Pochita's thing, right? This could have been when he met Denji for the first time.
Okay.
And Denji has had a dream, but it's not that it's a dream, it's a memory of what their meeting was actually like. And it's I've always had this dream. And Pochita's like, yeah, I've kept you away from that.
Because there was
he saw Pochita, for what he actually is.
Oh, gotcha.
And Pochita was like, oh, whoa, hold on.
Yeah, so there's the I find Pochita when he's wounded. I help him and help him heal and recover and all that stuff.
Right.
Then Pochita maybe was just in a weakened state there, regains more of like Pochida's actual state. Denji sees him like that, and then Pochida's like, "Oh no, this went bad. You know, I'll just revert to that weakened form."
Yeah,
so
Pochita went off on his own for a little bit after he had already been saved and stuff like that, and did something. And Pochita's like, "You don't need to remember this. That's
right.
okay."
Because another thing that is important is that when we saw Denji in that dream, Denji was younger than he is now, but he was not like a tiny little kid.
No, he had definitely like met Pochita, I think, at that point.
Exactly.
Like,
so as far
like,
as
based on the way he
timeline of what always means, it's probably since he was that old, you know.
Yeah.
So okay.
So it's a mystery box. It'll be something that they'll explore.
Yep.
But it's got a couple things that it could point to. I liked the idea that it was a follow-up potentially of the the Katana guy was actually really like, no, I don't necessarily want to like put the dice on the line or put my life on the line and roll the dice and see which one of us wins here. Clearly, my thing for doing this is I'm really fucking pissed you killed my grandpa.
Right.
That's it. Like
There you go.
that's it. My motivation is that simple. So could you just fucking apologize? Like could you just own it like that you did this? And he's like, well, I did it because they were zombies. And he's like, shut the fuck up. Like he's like, I can't accept that. And it's like, but that's the thing. That's true. And then I like that he goes, well, okay. Even if it was true though, don't you feel at least bad a little bit? Like I feel bad when I accidentally kill zombies and stuff.
Right.
And he's like, nah.
Yeah. Well, and to be fair, I feel like there could be a crucial element of context missing here that they turned into zombies and tried to kill him, right? So, you know, it's when I think...
Well, like, no, he probably understands that.
Well, the vibe that I got when he was like, when I accidentally kill a zombie is like when he's doing something and then it's like, oh, shit, I killed the zombie. You know, like, not that the zombie is like, you know, not that, you know, he's a human, the zombie attacks him, and then, oh, you know...
Well, shit. No, but that might be the thing, is that he's got actually enough skill that a zombie is never a threat to him. Why would he be fighting a zombie unless it was for his own survival?
Totally.
And it's just I chop zombies' legs off. I actually have problems killing zombies. Like, this is something that I really like as a story plot point, and this is because it's a thing that's been subverted in media recently with a lot of video games, is combating the idea that the main character is totally okay with massacring hundreds upon thousands of not humans, and it's the twist is that, well, actually they were humans all along, so does it make it worse or better now? Because if it somehow makes it worse just because you now know that they were humans, you're pretty fucked up, sir. You know,
because the zombie thing is that one. You know, it's a step better than just rationalizing it of okay, the stormtroopers serve the evil empire or whatever, so they're not humans anymore, really.
I don't have to look into their eyes as they die.
Yeah, exactly. Right. You know.
Yeah. So that's an interesting thing to bring up. But yeah, he then went and tried to kill a whole bunch and succeeded in killing a whole bunch of people by his own actions. And
let's be real, killed a shit ton of people before then, that weren't zombies. And,
he's not a good person.
Right,
he's not saying
exactly.
he's not saying he's a good person. He's saying even I, a bad person, feel bad about killing zombies who might have been trying to kill me. How do you, Denji, sleep at night when I have to deal with this? It's kind of a thing of where he's like, what's wrong with me or what's wrong with you? Either we're both fucked in our own specific ways, or there's something really fucking wrong with you. Because like you should feel something, right?
And he's pissed because his grandpa's dead.
Yeah, and
it's there you go.
Totally get it.
Yeah, he wants recompense, in the same way that I'm sure Denji would love it if, or Aki, where it's Himeno's gone. Yeah, let's get our vengeance on the snake, person. It's like, okay.
And in some ways, Aki was so like composed in that moment because of the offering made by Himeno beyond death through her devil, the ghost devil. It was just okay.
Yeah.
I can make it through this. And thus, the cigarette is his totem, basically, that keeps him out of the nightmare.
Yeah.
To make a nice little potential reference
at the end.
But yeah.
Smokes that cigarette.
Because he needs to let it go, too.
Exactly.
Like, he can't hold on to that.
And one of the things that I loved about that is not just that he smokes the cigarette, and so then the cigarette's gone, and that's, letting go, like you said. But that written on it is easy revenge.
Revenge
is there
is
a
never gonna be
possibility?
easy.
Well, revenge is never. Sure, that's definitely a way to look at it. But if he's letting go of Himeno in that moment, right,
Yeah.
and saying goodbye, is there any possibility that he is starting the path towards maybe being able to say goodbye to his family, say goodbye to revenge on the Gun Devil? Not that the Gun Devil doesn't need to die, right? But the obsession that he has with it, because even if he doesn't have long to live, even if his death is going to be the fucking worst, even if he, at max, it's going to be, in the next 2 years, right? If he can find that peace, that peace within himself,
Yeah.
well, that'd be pretty cool.
That would be pretty cool. In some ways, I've been waiting, and I don't think it was ever meant to be necessarily something that we would get, because in a lot of ways, this show is setting itself up for a much longer, kind of grander story here. Is Aki having that moment of like, okay, so I can't die here, I can't die here, I can't die here. Oh, was there that little bit of fear making me try to rush things to get revenge? Because I'm like, I have to do this before I die, right? But if he knows, oh, my death is going to be the fucking worst, well, then I've got some time. Not a lot,
Right.
but I don't need to rush things. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And thus he can then go and smile with them as he goes and go shopping with them.
Yeah.
He can then sit out on the balcony and take his time, relax, smoke a cigarette. Because while, Himeno did push an addiction onto him, that it does. Yeah. Himeno, come on. But
I mean, hey, their life expectancy is probably
but still, I feel like Aki in that moment had the sound mind enough to then be able to be like, okay, I can choose how I say goodbye to Himeno as well.
Yes.
And in that, I'm going to grant her last little wish here, and I'm going to live it up a little bit.
Yeah.
And accept that, yes, my death is going to be the worst. It's probably going to come pretty quickly. All that being said, yeah, I'll live to the utmost until that point.
Exactly.
So, very cool. And he's going to learn a lot about that with Denji and Power even.
Oh, yes.
And that means every once in a while you take off your straps, everything. You put your stuff aside and you kick the shit out of some who needs to get their nuts crushed in.
Exactly.
Do you hear it, Himeno?
Yeah.
Is this reaching you up in heaven?
Yeah, this is our requiem for you.
It has big JoJo Part 5 energy with them kicking the shit out of the one guy.
and it's totally in character for Denji. It was foreshadowed, in fact.
Foreshadowed!
Yes. Because he did it to Aki
It was foretold.
It was foretold. That's right. And it's showing that maybe Aki is learning a bit from Denji.
I would love to have a first-person POV at some point with Aki, because we kind of got that in the beginning of this episode, but with him having the eye, and just him kind of looking at the guy and imagining himself in the future kicking the shit out of his nuts, and then like having like that like acknowledgement of how he'll feel afterwards. Like, you're gonna feel really good after you've done that. He's like, okay, cool, let's do it. Yeah. And it's just that casual use of seeing the future where he's like, hey, future devil, hi. And he's like, it's like, how will I feel after kicking this shit? Psycho! Like, it's gonna be the best,
That future fucking rule.
Yeah, that one. Yes!
Yeah.
He's like, just hold on, there is a cod piece in there.
Oh, wait.
So
Oh,
sure
I
you
can
kick him
see.
from the back,
I can see exactly how much this guy's going to suffer, despite being immortal, basically.
This is what his face looks like after about 5 minutes of this, because that's how long it takes for the cops to get here. So
that sounds pretty good.
He's gonna heal.
Exactly. He'll be fine eventually.
Scars heal.
Yeah.
No,
they don't.
Scars don't
Wounds
heal.
heal.
Wounds heal.
What do scars do? Do they fade? Do scars fade?
I don't care what scars do.
You should, Shin. But yeah.
But all right, that's covered. The fight was epic. Having the change in scenery for the fight, very fun thing.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen enough in anime.
Wow.
Yes,
Thank
collapsing into the train.
Yep.
Oh, they used 3D where they needed to, and they used 2D when it was apropos. And Denji was absolutely outclassed in every sense of it.
Except because of specifically his training, and it wasn't because his training made him stronger.
Right.
His training made him smarter, and that's all it took, right?
Yep.
Just
One
outwit him
mistake.
one time. There
Yep.
you go, and it's done.
And we went back and looked, and there's a very clear kicking animation, and his full-on knee up is blurred as he moves it so fast.
But also, Denji set it up. He's like, hey, it's not the I can still fight, it's I still have a chainsaw on my head.
And then
Look
he
up
looks-
here, dipshit.
And then he runs at him recklessly, thinking,
Yeah,
this, stare at this.
Uh-huh. And you'll never see it coming.
Never see it coming.
Yep.
But, okay. I have some thoughts here.
Okay. Yeah, that's a very
I-
good habit, Piglet.
Yeah, exactly. I have some thoughts. I felt like we were due a Makima scene.
We got her talking to the old guy.
Yeah, and this guy very much feels like this is like the head of, public safety,
Right.
whatever, chairman of the board,
Person
kind
that
of
she
thing
answers
there.
to, yeah.
Exactly, the person that she answers to. We got the reveal that, Sawatari, or Kane Sawatari, was a former devil hunter from the private sector, so there are opportunities for devil hunters to not just be, well, one, not in public safety, but two, in the private sector and not actively being like monitored or like, regulated in that regard. So she was probably doing this shit for a while. But the idea, and this is where I have still some sus with this whole thing here, because I still feel like there's conflicting motivations here. The gun devil.
Right.
Where are they? Who are they? What's their thing? Who knows? Who cares? Main thing is they did a thing way back when Aki was a kid. None of that shit's happened since.
Right. I could absolutely see it being something where it's the, if it was some kind of, well, okay.
Basically, how would someone have a contract with the gun devil being that young? But the gun devil, last time they did shit was way back then, and it killed, so many people.
Heart replacement potentially situation.
So they're dying or something?
No. Like it's a Denji type situation
What do you mean?
where maybe this person has the gun devil's heart.
Who's this person? You talking
The
about
person,
Sawatari?
no. The person shown at the end of the
Okay.
thing.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh, you're talking about Sawatari?
I'm talking about this scene here. Like, what does in your mind the idea that Sawatari had a contract with the gun devil led to all this basically?
Well, it's been established that it's pretty easy for people to make contracts with the gun devil.
Wait, how?
All the different times, like when they had the, they went after the Eternity Devil. That it's like, oh, there should be some element of the gun devil's remains that are here. The for 20,000 yen you can make a contract with the gun devil and it'll give you a gun.
Okay, so hold on here. I need to go back and check some of that exposition because a lot of that did not seem to be like, a hard piece of exposition that is matter of fact. To me, the gun devil parts being everywhere, that's not the gun devil. That more to me feels like this is just pieces
A thing that we
of
found
the gun
and then-
devil that was just left over in the carnage aftermath of the thing that happened way
Okay,
back then,
sure, potentially. But the Yakuza guy that Makima went to, and she had all the hearts and everything, or the eyes. He was like, oh yeah, you can make you can get a gun for 20,000 yen from the gun devil.
Was that episode 10?
I believe so.
I want to say... was it 11? I do not remember that.
Okay.
Yeah, I do not remember that at all being...
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So she was the contact that hooked these kids into deals with the gun devil.
Yeah.
They
give
give
the yeah.
Okay.
20,000 yen, and they get guns and ammo in exchange.
Right. That also to me, I guess, felt really off. Like
Right,
when I saw this is secondhand info. One, meaning that
Okay.
he doesn't know this. He's never seen the Gun Devil necessarily.
Sure, but I feel like there's no reason to actually doubt this guy.
No. This is what he is passing along as info here. Right.
Yeah.
But it's something that, in terms of what it is, I feel like it gives more of a picture of a different thing with the Gun Devil rather than any kind of like contract necessarily, like an actual contract.
Sure.
This is like if you get groceries, 200 yen.
Sure.
You get groceries for the Gun Devil. You get guns and ammo, basically.
Right, yeah. So yes, actual contracts different than just getting guns potentially, right? But
Yes.
I think the thing that you're noticing is odd about this and can have crazy implications is if it's easy for people to be in contact with the Gun Devil.
Thank you. Yes.
Because
yes.
if that's the case, why don't they just say, hey, we got 20,000 yen. Hey, Gun Devil, wherever you are, or whatever, we want to buy some guns from you. Okay,
Right.
and now we can bring up our complications,
So-
our issues, beef that we have with
Right.
you.
Number 1, Makima. Sus as fuck.
Sure.
2, potential like devil. Like yeah. 3, Makima wants the Gun Devil. Right? If these
Right. It might be that she wants it
if
dead.
these-
It might be that she wants it for some other reason.
Right,
Yeah.
but if these people in the Yakuza had basically like a lead back to
the Gun Devil.
the Gun Devil through Sawatari, and Sawatari just
Well, and I think that's why they wanted to get her, and maybe that's maybe that whole point of it was a result of her contract with the Gun Devil that she ended up dying when they were going to bring her in. Maybe that's why the Gun Devil doesn't have a problem making chump change deals with people, is because there's something baked into it so that it will never lead back to the Gun Devil, right? Because they, if they're going to be captured or whatever, then they're dead.
Okay.
Right?
Okay, gotcha.
And so that way it can still do its business, but not have it just be this obvious trail that goes right back.
But then how does one end up, you have a chicken and the egg situation. How does
Right.
Sawatari end up ever finding the Gun Devil originally? It doesn't make sense.
For contracts, I could see it being something where, you could have some kind of like Gun Devil, and then the Gun Devil knows, sort of what the situation or something, and then it can appear to give a contract or not, or
But then
something
why
like that.
wouldn't Makima have figured that out?
Well, because
yet?
it might know of, like that, this is an obvious trap or, or something like that.
Right.
Or it's the thing of the people that then make the little deals for like the $2,000.
$200.
Yeah, $200 for a gun, things like that, right? That's the Gun Devil's like network, like on the street vendors, basically.
Right.
And then you have middlemen or you have contacts that you go through to get to the Gun Devil, or
I'm totally with you. And this is the part that I feel like is painful to me. It still doesn't make sense, because if the Gun Devil went and tons of people around the world died, right?
Sure.
Gun Devil hasn't done anything at that scale since, so they're either in hiding, they're doing small time shit, or they're being like protected or something like that. They're like my original thought with the Gun Devil was that they would have theoretically been already picked up by a
another nation.
country.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, well, the US was like, I'll take your entire
Devil.
stock.
Yeah, it's like, wait, you should just be with us for.
Thus, what we know now is that the Gun Devil is 100% in Japan. Which,
well,
no, that's the thing. Getting guns in Japan should be impossible. That's what they were saying.
Right.
Thus, if we're going to believe that Sawatari made a deal, then she had to have not had to move the guns from outside of Japan in.
Sure.
The Gun Devil is here.
Right.
Makima, for instance, is probably also here in Japan because the Gun Devil is here as well.
I mean, she's with public safety, which is like Japan.
Right.
Thing.
No, totally. But like she's after the Gun Devil.
Right. Well, and also, just a little thing that I thought of, it would be silly if you could do this, so I'm glad that you can't, but Makima takes a random, death row inmate or whatever to a temple. All right, I want you to say this name for me. Gun Devil?
No.
Obviously, that wouldn't work, right?
Right, but that's not a name. That's
It's the name,
Oh, okay. Well, we can get into the idea of
do devils have names that are like not just this devil? You know,
right, mm-hmm.
right. If the gun devil is a devil that can take on human form, which I think would be kind of apropos for the gun devil. Is it the human name that they use as like the
does Makima's
alias,
power just
you know?
not work on devils?
Sure. Yeah.
I would love for the show to eventually get into the idea that the whole naming convention of gun devil, you know, whatever devil or something like that, is all just a human-made thing, and devils have old school Latin creepy as fuck names, and it's just like, well, yeah, you all are afraid of us, so we let you attach these names to us, so that we could partner up with you.
But then at what point
so
does
that
that
we
become
don't have
the real
to
name?
Potentially all go to war or something.
Sure. Well, and also I could totally see with Makima's power and everything there being a limitation around the contract. It's like, no, fuck no, I'm not going after any devils. Or, you know, potentially even any people that have contracts with devils. It's the humans only. But if you need to kill humans.
Except that literally just doesn't really apply when you look at it under scrutinization, because then there's fiends. So then what do you do if a rogue fiend is a problem?
It's
yeah, no.
I don't know.
Yeah. I just really have issue with the convenience of Makima is super competent, has all this stuff here.
How has she not found the gun devil
How
already?
has she not found the gun devil already? If when we have an exact kind of instance of someone that literally has been handing out bags with guns to people, well, in like her like, you know, domain basically, and it's we didn't have like people end up like passing around the, you know,
the way that I would think that this would happen is the kind of thing that I had a fan fiction theory would happen in Daredevil season 1. Where it's the you know, Kingpin actually was Wesley the entire time, and he just talks about my employer, right?
Sure.
And that's the cover. If the gun devil is able to take on human form, this girl isn't the gun devil. She's just one of the people that has bought a gun from the gun devil at some point, and he likes working with her, so she's just the go-between. Here, I got these from somebody who got them from the gun devil. There you go. People don't have to know that she's actually the gun devil.
You're talking about the girl at the end?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
You know, like because I think the gun devil being able to take on human form would be the perfect way that it wouldn't be able to be found, or it'd be a lot more difficult for it to be found.
Well, and then it wouldn't just ever use its abilities.
Exactly, because it's too obvious. It draws too much attention.
It draws way too much attention.
Way too much attention.
And I am 100% on with that. 100% on with that. But there's this stuff with the flesh, and now it's like, cool, we have enough. It's going to be moving towards the main body. Right. That very much feels like okay, cool. So next arc or next section of the story, we'll be able to have a little bit more progression in that regard. This was a situation that worked out, again, very conveniently, but like also it feels almost like, what do you know? No, it didn't work, you know?
So I found out why the gun devil didn't go to America.
Yeah, what's that?
No market there, no demand. You know, how do you stand out, right? Here in Japan, you're unique. Oh, you can get guns from this person. Oh yeah, you can get guns from me.
For 200,000 yen. Again, wouldn't you charge like 2 million or That's the thing. The gun devil.
Right, $200 a pop for a gun and some ammunition. Right, that's the
isn't that like market price basically? Isn't that like a regular ass deal for a gun?
No, exactly.
So
that's why they would never go to America because
that's my
because
point.
They're not the only seller.
No, you're not thinking what I'm saying. I'm saying if they're in Japan where it's impossible to get a gun, charge more.
Ow.
Demand is high still, but there's no supply. So
the reason it's still a killer deal because they just generate the guns themselves. So there's no production, so the cost of goods sold is zero. Again. You want as many contracts as possible, right? Because then you've got tendrils everywhere and you can self-destruct them if they're a problem.
No. Yeah. Anyway. So another thing is that I wanted to go back and look at the part where poor Kobani just had someone get
chomped
right next to her. That is the snake.
Yes.
Yeah.
which is weird because then that's something where it's like, okay, the gun devil was able to either fuck with or contract with another devil, or
again, I because of how sus Makima is, the fact that the guy's like, wait, suicide? And then she goes, triggered automatically by the terms of her contract with the gun devil, maybe. She doesn't know.
Sure,
Makima
okay.
doesn't know.
Yeah, that's a great point.
She's in some ways pushing a story, a narrative here that's like, yeah, that could be it.
Sure, so
No.
Akane could have absolutely just, they tried to bind her or whatever, but nope, she can still use it, and she just has it kill her.
Yeah, and that's why I kind of wanted to look back at the scene where basically she's here. It doesn't look like she necessarily expended anything to do this.
Right. It just happened all of a sudden, and she didn't even
She didn't even flinch.
She didn't even flinch, and she didn't have to say anything of like, Snake, do this thing,
Right.
Like,
Which again to me feels sus. Like this feels more to me like the hit that you do when in the spy movie you have the VIP that's going to give the most important, crucial information.
Yep. And it's
What do you know? They died. Oh, it's unfortunate that they died.
So given that it's the Snake Devil that did it, right? Okay, not the Gun Devil, right? What if you had something where different devils were in cahoots, and so then the Gun Devil is in contact with these other devils, and maybe even set her up with her contract with the Snake Devil you want to contract? No, I'm not going to contract with you, honey. I'm me.
Right.
But here's this other one that's pretty great. Oh, hey, by the way, just make sure that in the contract that you do with them that, there's a way that you can take them out if you need to, so that it doesn't lead back to me.
I would also be very curious about that if there's a, this feels funny, but not dating sim, but kind of like get a companion affection rating with your devil, and it's like, it's going lower. They're starting to like you less and less. They might just eat you and kill you. Yeah, exactly. And it's just they could just end up eating or killing you, and it's
right. There's nothing in the contract that says that they can't do that.
Well, that's the thing. That might actually literally end up being in some people's contracts, and that's why it's very important to not say what your contract
That's also
is.
how she got a better deal of the just take a fingernail or whatever, because it's if this ends up being too bad for you, I mean, you can just terminate early.
If at any point you feel like I could be a problem with our group or something like that, you can kill me. Or even better, if I ever get captured, try to eat and kill me and anyone else with me.
Sure.
And Kobani, with her luck stat being insanely high, just has the unlucky thing in that it narrowly missed her.
Right. Yeah. Also, given the fact that we had the whole deal with the future devil in the previous episode, that actually is important world building, because then that does show that, I mean, even though we'd kind of seen it before with Pochita, but it is not actually about a quid pro quo, the devils need something of commensurate value. It's just do they decide to give you the power or not?
Right.
And then how do you persuade them to do so? Generally by sacrificing something, but theoretically you don't have to sacrifice anything like in Aki's case. So,
Yeah.
But,
okay, that's the final episode of season 1.
I want season
Chainsaw
2
Man.
so bad.
I really feel like this might be one of those situations where it's this was an insane production.
Yes.
Really, really exciting. But
take all the time you need,
this level might not be necessary with season 2, where you don't have to do a unique OP for every single, not a unique OP, a unique ED for every single episode and stuff.
Right.
You could.
Man, it's going to be hard to top that OP though.
I think
I
they
have full
could.
faith that they will be able to do it.
I think they could. I think in some ways.
Oh, I'm going to miss it.
Yeah, I think in some ways you also wouldn't necessarily want to do again the media references and stuff. Because now we've been introduced to the world and the characters, you can actually
there's a lot more to draw off of.
Yeah, there's a little bit more in jokes and a little bit more.
And you don't have to
references
worry
and stuff.
about potentially spoiling things because of all of the situations of characters that just end up dying and things like that.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want an OP that might hint at that. But now you don't need to worry about it because it's happened already.
Yeah, you can show a bunch of stuff that was season 1 referential and then kind of tease other stuff. But
oh boy.
All right, yeah, we had ourselves a fantastic seasonal anime that blew our minds and gave us the Jujutsu Kaisen Dorohedoro fusion we never
knew we wanted, but we needed it.
We're very happy we got it.
Yeah.
So very, very fun. And all right, let's have a code. I think for this one, Easy Revenge is kind of the perfect one.
Yeah, it's
right?
hard to beat that. Yeah.
Yeah. So leave that code in the comments if you want to have your comment featured. Wait.
When season 2 comes out?
When season 2 comes out.
Yeah.
Sure. There you go.
There we go.
Yeah.
Comments from
Maybe a year.
to you.
Yeah, to you.
2,000
to you
years in the future.
In the future, yeah, exactly. But y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the full-length timer version of the reaction where you sync up your footage with us, go check out the link in the description below. For our Patreon, any level support there gets you access to our Discord where you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general, and also be sure to check out our Twitch channel.
We stream every weekday. The info's in the description.
Yeah, so if any of that interests you, we'll see it there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.